Hello, my name is Father Tim Oudenhoven with Good Catholic, and we're reflecting on how Our Lady of Guadalupe heals us. We'll be looking at how Our Lady of Guadalupe's message can bring healing to our own families. And I'm sure we all think of our own families, and it's a bit of a mess. We all have family members who maybe we think are the black sheep. Maybe we're the black sheep of our own families. Sometimes we feel like there are insurmountable differences that can never be healed. And how tragic this is, that the people that God has put into our lives to be the people closest to us, who love us the most, who are most like us, oftentimes can be the ones who are most divided against us. But this is where Our Lady of Guadalupe's message is so important. I think the first detail that is so crucial is how Mary heals Juan Diego's uncle, who was dying. And she heals him without even Juan Diego really asking for it. If you recall in the message, Juan Diego was actually trying to avoid Mary on the morning of December 12th, looking for a priest to anoint and confess his uncle. But yet Mary stops him and blocks his way, asks him what is really afflicting him. And in the course of this most healing dialogue, Mary also heals his uncle, who is back at home. And see, this healing is a sign for us how Mary can do the impossible. Where we may not think it's impossible to bring healing to our own families, Mary does the impossible in reconciling us. Mary knows our hearts better than we know our own. Mary knows us as her children better than we know ourselves. And thus, entrusting ourselves to Mary, especially under the title of Our Lady of Guadalupe, is so crucial as we pray for our family members and we pray for ourselves for that deeper healing. But lastly, my brothers and sisters, in Our Lady of Guadalupe, we see how Mary reconciles so many people who were sworn enemies before. You had the Spanish conquistadors killing the natives. You had natives killing natives. You had this huge history of trauma and death and murder and abuse. And Mary was able to sort it out. Mary was able to inspire forgiveness in her son. Mary was able to reconcile the hurts of the bygone ages, the recent memory, if you will, and bring them all together as one church, one people under Christ, loved in the Eucharist. I think for each of us, we say I can't way too often. We say it's impossible way too often. And Our Lady of Guadalupe is here to inspire us to recognize the deeper hope that we are called to have. But it's a hope, my brothers and sisters, with a heavenly patience as well. Not saying that's going to take a long time, but that Mary's timing is not our timing. And God works in ways that are beyond us. And when we look to Our Lady of Guadalupe for that inspiration of healing, we need to recognize that it really is in a way that is outside of our own experience and our own perception of the way things should happen. Yes, and she's the highest of all the saints. Of course. In fact, every apparition of Mary is the same Mary. Why does Mary have different names? Because of the location she appeared at. Of course. In fact, multiple people saw her. There were so many miracles surrounding her apparitions. And we have the miraculous image of Our Lady of Guadalupe still in existence today, preserved by her for 500 years almost. Our Lady of Guadalupe is not in the Bible because the Bible was written by God's inspiration and the New Testament was finished in the early 2nd century. Mary appeared in 1531, so there's no way that Our Lady of Guadalupe is in the Bible. But Mary is in the Bible. Our Lady of Guadalupe is Mary. And Mary's name, Guadalupe in Arabic, actually means the rocks of the riverbed, which is a title for Mary's maternity. And of course, the birth of Jesus is definitely in the Bible. Yes, of course, Mary is definitely Catholic, and she helps us to be better Catholics and to stay faithful to the one holy Catholic Apostolic Church. Our Lady of Guadalupe is very important because of the evangelization she inspired and the ways her message helps us with a lot of the controversies and difficulties of our present age. Mary's message is just as relevant today as it was almost 500 years ago. Our Lady of Guadalupe is celebrated on December 12th because that's the day she appeared. But here's the crazy thing. Mary appeared in 1531, which was the old Julian calendar. Back then, December 12th was the winter solstice. We later switched to Gregorian calendar, and December 12th became December 21st, which is the new solar winter solstice. We kept December 12th in the church because it's farther away from Christmas, so that we give Our Lady of Guadalupe due honor. So the date is right, December 12th. But in reality, if you want to follow the solstice, it's December 21st. And so you could actually celebrate Our Lady of Guadalupe 2 times per year if you'd like to. Our Lady of Guadalupe is so important for Mexico because the Catholic Church would never have been founded without Our Lady of Guadalupe's direct intervention from heaven. In fact, Cardinal Norberto Rivera, who was Cardinal before Cardinal Carlos today, actually commented that where would we be without Our Lady of Guadalupe reconciling our Indian and Spaniard ancestors? And this is such an important point. Without Our Lady of Guadalupe, that reconciliation, that unity would have been impossible. And without the new church that she wanted built, where all could come to know her, so many would never have known who her son Jesus is. Our Lady of Guadalupe is patroness of the unborn because she is pregnant with Jesus in the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and she speaks to the beauty of maternity and the great dignity of human life that begins with conception and ends with natural death. She speaks so profoundly about the full human dignity of life. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless you,